Yo, what's up? This video is a response to Kevin Diaz, aka Crew Aesthetics. Yo, my nigga, you were just too funny, my nigga. But I like your content though, but you just too funny, my nigga. This is in response to the video, what's it called? Girl on Omegle leaves me speechless. You were like, it just seemed like you were so ready for a compliment. You had on this black shirt and you just opened it up to expose your chest and your abs, and the girl tells you she's a lesbian. Yo, my nigga, I was hollering, yo. Not at you, but just at the fact that, like, you didn't get that compliment that you were looking for. And it reminded me so much of a former homie I used to be friends with, named Darnell. You know, we met in college and whatnot. And this is how the story went. Like, we met in college, whatnot, and we were friends or homies for, I guess, for 3 years. Last year, he just got on my nerves. He was just getting too superficial for me, but that's a whole different story. All right, so this is what happened, dude. Darnell had asked me, Darnell was turning into a gym rat. He wanted to get his muscles back on. I'm not gonna lie, Darnell's a good looking guy. He could get any lady he wants. No hate when we're together, females just love looking at him and they ignore me. But anyway, that's not the point. So the point is of this video, what I'm gonna try to say is that he wanted me to go to the gym. He thinks it would bring up my confidence, help me get more females, whatever. But instead of being, some dude who's always locked up in his room doing hip hop and on the street, b-boying, even though people say like b-boying was way before my time. Yeah. It must have been cool growing up in the 80s and early 90s. But anyway, that's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. All right, so let me get to the story. So, he decided to take me to the gym. So I decided to go to the gym with him, because we homies, whatever. And he's trying to be a personal trainer and he wanted to use me as a guinea pig, whatever. And I volunteered. And plus we was homies, we was cool with each other. So what happened was we go to the gym, right? And, we doing our workouts and whatnot, we doing our workouts and shit. So what happened was there was this lady and she was older. And, she kind of was like, she had muscles on her too. I'm telling my nigga, she had muscles like you, dude. I'm not even capping. Like, she had muscles like you. Yeah, I'm sorry though. I mean, she was a nice lady and all, but she just really wasn't my type like that. Cause I like slender and I like thick chicks, and I just like women who are feminine. I'm not saying you have to look like a supermodel and whatnot, but as long as you looking healthy, you looking feminine, that's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? So, but heck, I will date a fat girl. Yo, I've talked to fat girls before. Yo, I kind of like fat girls. But anyway, that's a whole other story. That's a whole other story. So anyway, oh yeah. But anyway, and I love my fat girls too, but mostly skinny and thick chicks. But and plus skinny and thick chicks look so hot in short shorts. But anyway, okay. So what happened was we was at the gym, and this lady comes up to me. And, she talks to me and, she really isn't my type though. Cause like I said before, I like my females feminine cause I just find that sexy on a female, being feminine. And she just had too much muscle for me, yo. And she was, she goes up to me and, she tells me that I look like, that I'm out of place here. And that she asked me, I bet you're not a gym rat. And I could tell you don't like being here. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. And she says that she's also, getting musical vibes from me. And I said, yeah, I'm into music. And she says, what is it, hip hop? And I say, yeah. And she just, names all the elements of hip hop I do. And I tell her, yeah. And she, makes good predictions. And I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want to jinx myself. So anyway, she tells me that she asked me if she could see one of my hip hop videos, and I showed her one of my hip hop videos that I recorded. I mean, I haven't posted online or nothing, but it was just for me, or just people I would show on Snapchat, or certain people on Instagram. So I showed her, and homegirl was like so flabbergasted, like my nigga. She was so flabbergasted, and then this dude in his tight t-shirt and tiny shorts, typical gym rat, was like looking at me like, okay, what's this lady doing talking to this punk ass nigga? And I just looked at the nigga like, yeah, what? Like, you're not gonna do nothing. I mean, I don't need to wear short shorts and a tight t-shirt to get a chick's attention, like, for real. So anyway, and a few other gym rats were looking at me like, what's she doing talking to this punk ass nigga too? So anyway, like I said before, I had on hoodie and I had on sweatpants. That's what I want to wear. I'm not there for to show off my body. I'm just there to get healthy, but anyway, or just to get in shape. But anyway, so so yeah, so so we start talking, whatever, and then my boy Darnell comes, because he's so used to having girls talk to him, and he's so used to getting compliments. And also, too, even though this nigga gets compliments, like I said, this nigga's a good-looking guy, body's decent, no cap, he gets a lot of ladies. I'm not capping. So, and no hate on the nigga. I let him do his thing. When he talks to girls, I let him do his thing. So then what happened was this lady was showing interest in me. And then all of a sudden, he's like, oh, well, going up to me right in front of her. Oh, he's supposed to be working out and everything. You see, I'm trying to train him and everything. And she was just telling me, like, how different I am and how I'm different from the guys that she normally sees, that she was intrigued by me, and that I'm not what she sees every day, and gym rats and muscly dudes, and she just found that very interesting in me. And she was telling me about, like, your friend got talent here and stuff like that. And he was like, oh, well, he needs to get back to training. So he kind of rudely tells me to go back to training. So I kind of do my thing, and then he talks to her, and I'm like listening in the meantime, and he's telling her, oh, yeah, people think I'm a model. People say I look like a model and that I have a nice body. And she goes, oh, yeah, you do look like a model, and you do have a nice body. Of course, he had a fish for compliments, but because he didn't get that compliment right away, because it wasn't about him this time, it was about me. So it was just funny when you did that video. It just reminded me so much of my boy, like, Darnell. I'm not saying I'm not saying that you can't do that, but I'm just saying, like, it just reminded me of that, like, incident when you did that. Like, it's just funny, like, your videos be having me laugh sometimes, bro. But let me continue the story. So anyway, so then she calls me adorable, yeah, and she says I have the most nicest eyes in the gym. And my boy thought she was talking talking about him. You know what I'm saying? Darnell thought like she was talking about him. And so what happened was, she was actually saying I have the nicest eyes in the gym and whatnot out of all the guys. And I was like, thank you. I told her it was my ethnicity is the reason why I go to a certain part of Africa and they have my type of eyes. So anyway, then she goes up to this girl, who happened to be my age, maybe a little younger, you know what I'm saying? And so we start talking, me and her and the girl, just as friends, not like I was trying to get with any of them. So then she says to the girl, she says, this adorable young man is going to be, she said good things are going to happen to him. And this other girl who was around my age says, oh, her predictions come true. like 99% of the time, and I hope they do, because I've been going through some rough shit, yo. Like I said, I used to do drugs before, and I used to do so much like stuff before, and and I'm still going through shit. But if that comes true, I'll be happy. But I don't want to say what it is, because a nigga don't want to jinx it and stuff like that. But yeah, and so it's just funny, like how he was the one who wanted the dominant, attention. But first of all, this lady like I said, she was an older lady, and she really wasn't my type. I mean, I wouldn't feel comfortable dating her, because it would be like, going on a date with like like she was old enough to be my grandma. I'll just put it to you that way. And she was just like, you know, yeah, I need to start drinking more water. My throat feels dry. But anyway, yeah, so so yes, that was just the reason why and everything. And she did look good for her age, but I mean, I'm not saying she was unattractive, but she just wasn't my type. But overall, she was nice and everything. And it's just funny, like how some people just get. I'm not saying you like that, dude. I'm not saying you like that, but it's just when you did that video, it just reminded my boy who's always fishing for compliments and everything and whatnot. But yeah, I'm just gonna be out, cause yeah, as you can see, a nigga just finished practicing DJ. I might resume, cause the crap is kind of addicting. I'm not gonna lie, my nigga. Yo, you be safe. Keep those videos coming, and don't forget those topics I told you about. They would be funny as fuck, my nigga. I won.